Okay, traders, let's do some analysis on this EU, see who wants control of this thing, the bears or the bulls. Right now, it doesn't look like either one of them want it, but right now I'm looking at a monthly chart, and I want to just show you something here to look at and keep in mind when you think about where the market might be headed. As you look right here, this low that we came across is roughly um, the low of 88.65 and 2000. 88.65, the market hit that low and then came up to this high right here this year, roughly around let's see, roughly 60.48. Okay, but ever since then, has the market just been retracing? I mean, because you have this move up, then a slight retracement, then a move up, and then this big retracement here, and then a move up, but this is a bigger than retracement. Okay, so what it looks like, the market moved up here, and then it's been in a range motion. Okay, the market hasn't made any moves past this zone right here, really past this line right here, this support and resistance area are here. The market's been staying in that level. It came down, bounced off of that level, came up to this level, came back down to that level, and then bounced back up again, and now it came to this level and it started to come down. So it's been falling for that whole month. Is it going to continue to fall and go back down to this level? That's something that you have to think about, because as you look at the monthly chart, it looks like it's more rangy. Okay, now let's move in a little, and you can see right here when the market did move up and start to come back down, it found support at this 100 bar moving average. Okay, when it found support at this 100 bar moving average, now look, when the market broke the 100 bar moving average, that tells you we're going in an uptrend. Okay, now when the market comes back and goes the other way, you consider it to be in a downtrend. Now the market's never touched that 100 bar moving average for a few years. 2000, roughly 2002 came around. Now finally it hits that 100 bar and breaks it, but then it comes back and closes above it, but it doesn't go that far, and it's coming back. Is it going to finally break it again and break it for sure? A lot of times you see when we're in a real good uptrend, it never even touches this 100 bar moving average, but now it looks like it could break it and come down and even break this 200. The 200 is you confirming that we're in more of a downtrend. That's your confirmation right there. Okay, so those are things to think about when you look at the market and when you're thinking about trading the market. But that's on a big long-term level. Let's take this to the daily. Okay, when we zoom, let's zoom out a little bit. Okay, I put my Fibonacci's on this low here and this high here. Okay, let's get it on that high there. And when we do that, you can see that the 38.2 retracement is a area where the market's been hanging around and can't really make a decision what it wants to do. Now the market came down and hit that level, and then it looked like it was going to take off, went a little below that level. Let's move in so you can see these candles. The market came down. Here's your 38.2 retracement. It came down, broke that level, found support at this level right here that I have. I have this zone right here. I have a support and resistance area. This is where a lot of stuff was happening, where the market couldn't make a decision. So I make a support and resistance zone because I have a lot of wicks here and a lot of wicks here. I put them together and I make a zone where the market's going to be in. And I don't like to trade inside of that zone. Now that zone is, how big is that zone? That zone's 85 pips, 89 pips, 85 pips. I won't do anything until the market tells me that it wants to go higher than that zone or lower than that zone. But when you're looking at this 38.2 retracement, when the market came down, it came back up, closed right at that 38.2, opened back up, went higher, and then it finally came back down, and it closed out on the 38.2 on Friday. Okay, hit right on that 38.2 for Friday. Now when we look at the market, when we back out again, let's back out of here. You could see that this looks like a flag pattern. A flag pattern will tell me that you're going to have more continuation in the same area, that the same way that you came from. We came from high to low, so we're going to go back down. So it looks like if you're looking at a continuation of this flag pattern, which it could be, we're going to have more downtrend on the market. Now some traders are looking at that and see that flag pattern and go by that flag pattern. Now other traders are looking at this 38.2 retracement level and going by that. Okay, now what I want to see is the market break this zone here, and if it breaks this zone, I will see it close below this zone. Then I'll know it's going to do something, or else I want to see it bounce off of this zone and go up. Okay, but I don't want anything between there. Now, if it bounces below that zone and closes below that zone, it has a lot to contend with. It has this 100 bar moving average right here, and when it hits this 100 bar moving average, is also in line with the 50% retracement level. A lot of traders will be looking at that 100 bar moving average, so you could have some decision making right there where traders buy back into the market and cause the market to go back up. Okay, or else you could have people looking at this 200 bar moving average, which at the time when it happens could be right in line with this support and resistance area right here, and also near the 61.8 retracement level. So you could have a lot of traders looking here, and then they could be buying back in, and the market bounces back up. And if it fights its way through there, then it's going to find this support and resistance right here at 34.13. Traders looking at 78.6, pretty much in line with that almost. And then you got a full retracement at the 100% level right here at the 0.2874 level. Now, if it breaks that 100% retracement level, then here's things that you have to contend with. Then will be these levels here. This level right here, which is roughly 0.2581, and then the low for 2010, which will be 18, what's roughly 1854, 1866 in that area. Okay, now that's a lot and a long way to go before we even think about that, but those are things that you can look at. Okay, now what I'm looking at right here, like I said, this chart pattern, which looks like a flag pattern on the daily, and a lot of traders looking at that, but we want to see something. We want to see the market make a determination to get through this level here. If it gets through that level and closes, then we're looking for it to go low. But when we look at it to go low, when you put your trades in, make sure you look at these areas of decision making: the 100 bar moving average, the 200 bar moving average, and these retracement levels that other traders are looking at. So you may be looking to go long, but a whole bunch of traders, you may be looking to go short because you see the market break below this, but a whole bunch of traders may be looking at this 50%, this 100 and 200, and buy into the market and make it go back up, and your trade goes the other way. So you want to make sure before you put anything in what's going to happen. But now, if you're looking at right now on the hourly, take this to the hourly, this pattern here now looks like a rising wedge pattern, which also is a bearish pattern. Okay, so that will signal more downtrend. But now as we look closer, the market came down. Well, Friday the market came up and hit that 100 bar moving average and 200 bar moving average, which were in line with each other. Okay, came up, hit that, and then it came back down, pushed it back down. And then finally, the last hour of trading, you got the bears, the bulls fighting and pushing their way back up and closing this thing out with a hammer pattern. Okay, and that's gonna, a lot of traders look at patterns, chart candlestick patterns and everything, and looking at that, you're going to say there's going to be a reversal, trend reversal. So we're looking for the market to go back up the other way. Now, if you say that, the way I trade this right here, and I'm not telling anyone to do it, this is what I do. So if you take this advice, it's strictly on your own. But what I do here is I'm not going to put a lot of risk on the table, but I like that 38.2 retracement level, and I like this support and resistance area because the market hasn't been doing anything to fight through it really yet. It's showing me all this time here that it can't get through it, and then it came back, it hasn't gotten through it. A lot of traders are looking at it and it keeps going back up. So what I do here is I'm not putting a lot of risk on the table. I put an entry order in right here to go long, and I put my stop right here. Okay, 32 pips. Okay, roughly, maybe even a little more because it's going to be below these levels right here. I'm going to get below these wicks right here. Okay, and then you're not risking that much because if you look at it and you're risking, okay, you get in right here, you're risking 41 pips, but how much can you really make? If we even just look at this level right here and take it up to this level, this high right here, that's 188 pips. Okay, that's more than four times your risk. Okay, so that's the way I trade that. So I will put an entry in here, and then I put my stop a little below these wicks right here. Now you have to also think about your money management. Can you afford it? Okay, but that's the way I see the market right now, and really the market's been tough to determine. So just got to be cautious and make sure you're making good decisions. Don't be quick to jump into anything. Okay, I hope I'm helping somebody out. 10 minutes is not enough time to really tell anything. I have to go through it real quick. Can't even really explain about trend lines and everything. So we'll try to continue doing that on other videos. But hope I'm helping somebody out. And if so, let me know. And until then, until next time, God bless.